Deep down inside every single one of us, there may live a water midi who loves daydreaming. He works as a negative assets manager for Life magazine, trapped in a tiny, depressing cubicle every day, dealing with a harsh and nitpicky boss, surrounded by rushing colleagues who never bother to listen to him. In reality, he is quiet and introverted, terrified of social interactions. Even striking up a conversation with Cheryl, the co-worker he has secretly loved for years, forces him to rehearse thousands of times in his head. The slightest trivial trigger can drag Walter into uncontrollable daydreams. He imagines himself standing up to his arrogant supervisor, fearlessly, becoming a hero saving strangers in danger,
Offering
and
lock.
living a totally unrestrained life. Those wild fantasies are his only escape from an ordinary, tedious routine. Everyone sees his zoning out as weird and weak,
Hi.
except Cheryl, who gently accepts his uniqueness. By chance, she tells Walter that Sean, the magazine's legendary photographer, always travels to unreachable wildlands and lives a life filled with real adventures. Her words quietly plant a seed of escape deep in Walter's heart.
I want to say thanks. Number 25 is my best ever.
Where's 25?
Disaster strikes out of nowhere. Sean, the iconic photographer, sends over a roll of precious negatives, claiming negative 25 is the perfect closing cover for Life magazine's final print issue. Yet Walter rummages through every storage box and cannot find this vital negative. The magazine is about to be acquired, and its print edition will cease publication. The cruel supervisor publicly humiliates Walter over the missing negative, mocking that he only exists inside his empty daydreams and never dares to take real action. To fix his mistake and break the chains of cowardice that have confined him for half his life, Walter stops hiding behind fantasies for the very first time and resolves to track down the missing Sean. On the adventure website profile, the blank column labeled "Places I've Been" is finally going to have its first entry. He has no thorough plan, no solid confidence, only years of repressed courage pushing him toward an unplanned journey.
Don't laugh! You take them, they're right next to you! Now!
Walter's first stop is remote Greenland, where word spreads that Sean is shooting photos alongside a local fishing boat. After arriving in the tiny town, he spots a helicopter heading for the fishing vessel out at sea, with crew members waving and calling him over. Any ordinary person would steer clear of the frigid, raging North Atlantic, but Walter no longer conjures imaginary heroic scenes in his mind. He only hears his inner voice urging him forward, and leaps fearlessly from the helicopter into sub-zero seawater. The ocean freezes his bones. Massive sharks circle inches away from his body. He struggles desperately to climb onto the fishing boat, soaked and disheveled, yet alive in a way he has never felt before. The fishermen inform him Sean has left for Iceland to capture footage of an active volcano. Without a moment to rest, Walter boards a small boat bound for Iceland. This man, who once feared making a simple phone call, now stands unflinching against stormy waves and endless ocean. He finally understands that the thrill of daydreams can never replace the raw, burning authenticity of living through an adventure yourself.
You are safe!
On Iceland's vast, desolate highways, Walter rents a bicycle and rides alone across endless moorlands, towering waterfalls and silent glaciers stretching as far as the eye can see. To catch up with Sean, who left on a bike, he races down treacherously steep mountain roads, ignoring scrapes and falls along the way. When he learns Sean has ventured deep into the Himalayas to photograph rare snow leopards, Walter does not hesitate. He applies for a Nepal mountain permit and treks across snow-capped peaks thousands of meters above sea level. Severe altitude headaches hammer his skull, thin air crushes his chest, and loose rock underfoot threatens to send him tumbling down cliffs at any second. But walking amid cloud-wrapped mountains, Walter releases all the repression, self-doubt and anxiety weighing on him back at the office. Once he only imagined crossing mountain ranges from his cubicle. Now every patch of snow beneath his feet, every gust of mountain wind brushing his hands, is tangible life. He no longer relies on fantasies to fill the void inside him. His own real experiences have more than enough to occupy his heart. After traveling across oceans and mountains, Walter fails to catch up with Sean in the snow peaks and returns to his hometown covered in travel dust. He leaves his timid, cowardly old self behind, calm and open-hearted, finally able to open up fully to Cheryl about everything he has lived through. Just as he accepts, he has completely failed to recover the missing negative. A casual walk through town leads him straight to Sean, the photographer he chased across half the world. They sit quietly on a street curb and talk. Sean reveals -25. The print everyone searched endlessly for was tucked inside the leather wallet he gifted Walter all along. Sean explains the photo contains no grand mountain vistas or rare wild animals. Its subject is Walter himself, the ordinary man brave enough to abandon empty daydreams and chase real life. That, Sean says, is the true spirit Life magazine was created to capture. Walter stands frozen. For years, he believed he was too plain and insignificant to be the focus of a photograph, never realizing that to others, his transformation after crossing countless lands is the most breathtaking sight of all.
What's going on? Where is everybody?
Eruption! Go faster! Go faster!
At the story's end, the final issue of Life magazine hits print, its closing cover printed from -25. A portrait of Walter distributed across thousands of copies. The cruel supervisor who once mocked his constant daydreaming can no longer box his life into a label of mediocrity. Walter does not only hold on to the fleeting thrill of adventure, he grasps a far deeper truth. Daydreaming itself is never a flaw. It is our inner longing for a richer life. Yet we must never let imagination trap our ability to act. Countless people spend their entire lives stuck in repetitive, dull routines, only daring to build exciting lives inside their heads, lacking the courage to take one single step forward. Life would never hand us grand adventures voluntarily. Every sweeping landscape, an unforgettable memory, must be sought out on our own. We do not need to wait for perfect timing to set off, nor fear the storms and bumps along unknown roads. Cast aside hesitation and timidity. Step out of your confined small space and reach out to touch the world yourself. A truly vibrant life never lives within daydreams. It exists on every bold journey you choose to take.